All right, now we're going to look at the where clause, which you use where to satisfy one or more condition. And we're just going to look at the like simple equality. So I'm going to use a different table for this. So I'm going to say select star from production dot. All right, we're going to use this products table, and I'm just going to grab the name and category ID. So let's say that I wanted only to return records with category ID 1. So this is pretty easy. You're just going to say where category ID equals 1. And now we're only getting 1. Yeah, you don't have to use equals right here. You could use like greater than, less than, and you can also do greater than or equal to and less than or equal to. So I can do like category ID greater than 6. So this is only going to return 7 because we only have 1 through 7 in this table. So these are all going to be 7. And so if I do greater than or equal to 6, it's going to return 6 and 7. Or yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, 6 and 7, okay. You also have a not equals to operator. Well, you actually have more than one of them. I don't know exactly why, but you can do exclamation equals to, and that's just saying category is not gonna be 6. So you're gonna get everything else. Actually, we'll change that to 1, and then we'll do order by category ID. So now you can see, yeah, it's going to start with 2, and then it's going to go all the way to 7, because we're not getting 1. And there's another way to write this. Instead of exclamation equals, you can do less than, greater than. So it looks like this, and that's the exact same thing. So they both just mean not equal to. So right now we have one condition in the where clause, but you can have more than one. So I'm going to go ahead and return all of our columns here. And I'm going to make this equal to 1, so returning everything with category ID 1. But let's say I want list price over 400. So we can keep category ID 1 and say and list price greater than 400. So now these are going to meet both conditions. Category is ID 1 and list price is over 400. And you can also have more than one and if you want. So we can see here brand ID we have 1, 1, and 9. So I can put another and say brand ID equal to 1. And so this is going to knock that 9 out. And so now we only have 2 records. We're using and, but you can also use or. So I'm going to drop that one off. And I'm just going to switch this and right here to or. So instead of both conditions having to be true, now just one of them does. So we're going to get every record where category oh yeah, okay, I see. So we're getting every record where category ID is 1, and then we're getting every record where the list price is over 400. So similar to the AND clause, we can have more than one OR. So I'm just gonna copy this right here. So we're gonna look for category 1 or 2 or 3. So now we're gonna get every record that is category ID 1, 2, or 3. So you can also mix up AND and OR. So I can have an OR and add an AND. So we'll do category 1 or 2 and list price. We'll do list price greater than 500. So the way this works is it's gonna look at AND first. So we're getting every record where the category ID is 2 and the list price is greater than 500, or every record where the category ID is 1. So if you wanted to change this so that you get every record where the category ID is 1 or 2, and then also the list price is greater than 500, you would just add in parentheses. So now this puts the priority on the OR clause. So that's gonna narrow it down more, because now the category ID has to be 1 or 2, and the list price has to be greater than 500. Alright, so now we're gonna look at the in keyword, and I am gonna just modify this slightly. So I'm gonna keep these. So we're gonna change this back to OR. Alright, we're gonna change this to 3. So this is gonna return every record where category ID is 1, 2, or 3. So the OR keyword, it's similar, the in keyword, it's similar to OR, but it's basically just for making a list. So I can say where, if I wanted to write this query and get the basically it would be the same as this, but instead of having to do OR over and over, I could just make the list of 1, 2, and 3. So I could say category ID in, and then open up parentheses, and inside of here you can just make a comma separated list. So I could do 1, 2, and 3. And so this is going to return the exact same data. And you can also do not in. So now it's going to return all of the other records in this table, everything that's not 1, 2, or 3.